This is Mac OS Ken.
Lockdowns drag out some Mac orders. Facebook is seriously the worst. And tales from Apple TV Plus land. It is Thursday, the 14th of April, 2022. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/macOSCan. This show is also sponsored by Notion, one workspace for your whole team. With hybrid work probably here to stay, the strongest teams are the ones who can keep it together without having to be together. Let Notion be the one hub where your whole team can share work and processes, manage projects, and collaborate with clarity. For companies of all sizes, Notion provides one central and customizable workspace that can be tailored to fit any team, bringing them together to get more done and move faster. Companies of all sizes. We're talking Figma, Axios, Headspace, Duolingo. So many companies you know use Notion. And those companies make it easier for your company. Notion has a worldwide network of millions of users creating templates, tutorials, and new inspiration. You're not only using the tools they use, you can use them the way they do as well. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/macOSCan. That's notion.com/macOSCan to help you take the first step toward an organized, happier team today. NOTION. That's notion.com/macOSCan. COVID closures in the supply chain in China are causing slowdowns for the Mac. A piece from Bloomberg says more than 30 Taiwanese companies, including Pegatron and MacBook maker Quanta Computer, have now halted production in the electronics hubs of eastern China to comply with local COVID-related restrictions, spelling more trouble for an already fragile global tech supply chain. It's the Quanta closure that consumers are likely to feel most evidently. According to TF International analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, they are currently the only company making MacBook Pros for Apple. He hit Twitter on Tuesday saying that the delivery time of high-end MacBook Pros, Quanta as the sole supplier, has roughly increased by 3 to 5 weeks after the China lockdown. Now, it's hard to tell whether he's being clever or just stating fact. Nuance has little home on Twitter, but the analyst had another Twitter post that seemed to have good news, but really probably didn't. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, the Pegatron closure is having no impact on iPhone SE availability. Could be that Apple had enough units built ahead of the phone's release. Of course, it could also be that nobody wants the thing. That seems to be Young MC's take. Quoting the other tweet, the delivery status of the new iPhone SE, made exclusively by Pegatron, remains in stock on Apple's online stores in many countries after the China lockdown, implying that the current inventories can still meet lackluster demand. To me, iPhone SE has always looked like the tortoise to the annual iPhone's hare. I doubt it'll ever win, but it runs a slow and steady race. But that is just a way outside, seems like how it ought to work line of thinking. Perhaps not even worth the paper it's not even printed on. News of new hardware you can get and stick in your head holes. Apple Insider has word of new spring colors for Beats Studio Buds. That is, spring colors as in released in the spring. Only one of the 3 new hues is decidedly springy. That would be the sunset pink. Moon gray and ocean blue feel winter and summer respectively to me. considered a decent alternative to Apple's own AirPods line. Past reports say the wireless earbuds feature a compact round design without any stems dropping below the ears, active noise cancellation with up to 5 hours of listening time per charge, hands-free, Hey Apple's virtual assistant support, IPX4 rated sweat and water resistance, Find My support, and a USB-C wired charging case. In an interesting move for availability, you can get the 3 new pairs in one place, though you can't get them all everywhere. While all of them are available through the Apple Store, they're split among outside retailers. According to Apple Insider, Amazon gets Moon Gray, Best Buy gets the Ocean Blue, and Target is selling the Sunset Pink Beats Studio Buds. The new Beats Studio Buds join the original range of black, white, and red. They also retail for the original price of $150. Year 2 of Apple's app tracking transparency looks like it'll take a serious chunk out of the online ad industry, most of that at Facebook's expense. App tracking transparency is a set of standards set by Apple where companies that want to track an iOS user's activity across various applications and the web have to get a user's permission to do so. Not surprisingly, when you ask people whether you can watch every single thing they do, they tend to say no. But large parts of businesses like Facebook's were built on that. Thus the hurt. Facebook has said it'll take a $10 billion hit this year due to app tracking transparency. That is on top of the $8.1 billion lost in 2021, according to Cult of Mac. But a piece from Apple Insider has word of new analysis that thinks $10 billion this year is actually kind of low. The site has the firm Lotame saying that Apple's change will have an impact on affected companies of nearly $16 billion, 81% of which will come out of Facebook. According to the piece, that 81% for Facebook represents an estimated $12.8 billion. Lotame estimates the rest of the lost revenue as $546 million for Snap, $323 million for Twitter, and $2.2 billion for YouTube. It's unclear whether this hurt will stop or companies will just get used to it. Apple Insider says Apple's introduced tools to help companies through the transition. Facebook is said to have done the same. According to the report, Lotame even says that it will not continue researching the topic. Lotame says that it expects other shocks to affect the advertising industry and that by the second half of 2022, app tracking transparency's impact will have been cauterized. No offense to Facebook, but Facebook really is the worst. And I do, by the way, mean offense to Facebook. It's a platform that siphons as much personal information as it can. It allows nefarious third parties to siphon as much personal information as they can. It allows racist and authoritarian content to thrive and, oops, throws democracy itself into jeopardy. All of that, and it's hypocritical. Pardon my Leno, but did you hear about this? Facebook plans to take a commission of nearly 50% on sales made in its version of the metaverse. Now, I'm no Pythagoras, but 50% sounds like more than the 30% Apple charges for in-app purchase commissions, an amount about which Facebook has complained. According to a piece from Mac Rumors, a Meta spokesperson confirmed to CNBC Wednesday that Meta will take an overall cut of up to 47.5% on each transaction. That includes a hardware platform fee of 30% for sales made through the Meta Quest store, where it sells apps and games for its virtual reality headsets. On top of that, Horizon Worlds, which sounds like Facebook's Roblox or Sansar, will charge a 17.5% fee. This from the company that said, according to Mac Rumors, that the App Store cut makes opportunities for creators to make money from their work harder. Facebook has a long history of calling Apple's App Store and its 15 to 30% commission monopolistic, and harmful to customers, adding the platform blocks innovation and blocks competition. But 50% is cool. Facebook is seriously the worst. More news in a moment, but first a word from BetterHelp Online Therapy, sponsor of today's show. Do you know the song Addicted to Stress by Jim's Big Ego? I'd like to think that I am not addicted to stress, but it's been such a part of my life for so long, I kind of have to wonder. Here's the thing though, stress is everywhere. It's kind of a default setting here in the US. Do more, get ahead, watch your six, don't let up. If you're not sure how to shake it, maybe talk to somebody with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anybody on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. As I said before, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and macOS Ken listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/macOSKen. BETTERHELP. That is betterhelp.com/macOSKen. From the people who brought you a TV show about a true crime podcaster comes a true crime podcast. TechCrunch has word of a new Apple original podcast called Run, Bambi, Run. According to the piece, the 8-part series will explore the story of Lori Bambi Bembenek, a 21-year-old Milwaukee police officer who was dubiously convicted of killing her new husband's ex-wife in her years-long quest to clear her name. I have not heard this podcast, but the folks over at the Mac Observer really like it. There are a couple of interesting things about the show from a business side. First, Run, Bambi, Run is credited to Apple TV+, even though there is no TV show tied to it. Maybe that's what the plus is for. Second, despite being produced by Apple, it is not exclusive to any Apple platform. Cult of Mac says episodes are published on both Apple Podcasts and via RSS. I found it easily on Overcast and the Amazon Music app. 2 episodes out so far. New episodes are scheduled to hit each Monday through the series run. One of the cast members of For All Mankind is headed to Richmond. Deadline says Jodie Balfour, Ellen on the sci-fi series, is joining Ted Lasso for Season 3. Balfour's credits run deeper than Apple's stream. She's also been on the Netflix series The Crown, the Cinemax series Query, and the Canadian drama series Bomb Girls. As for the new gig, Deadline says Balfour will play Jack, a charming venture capitalist. In addition to Jason Sudeikis as Ted Lasso, she joins the returning series' regular ensemble cast, including Hannah Waddingham, Brendan Hunt, Jeremy Swift, Juno Temple, Brett Goldstein, Phil Dunster, and Nick Mohammed. News of a new comedy series for Apple TV Plus that seems to have everything but a title. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release this week announcing an Untitled series starring Noel Fielding. Known for The Mighty Boosh and The Great British Bake Off, Apple's press release says Fielding will star as Dick Turpin, the legendary British highwayman. In this irreverent retelling, Dick is the most famous but least likely of highway robbers, whose success is defined mostly by his charm, showmanship, and great hair. Together with his gang of lovable rogues, Dick rides the highs and lows of celebrity and does what he can to escape the clutches of the thief-taker general. See? Everything but a title. And a release date. No word on when the nameless show will hit Apple Stream. Season 2 of Tehran is just around the corner, and Apple TV Plus has released a trailer for it. The description has a spoiler for the first season, so I kind of don't want to read it to you. I've heard good things about the first season, though. The second season brings a bit more star power, with two-time Emmy Award winner and Academy Award nominee Glenn Close joining the cast. Season 1 of Tehran is available to stream now on Apple TV+. The first 2 episodes of Season 2 will hit on Friday, the 6th of May. Between now and then, you can catch the Season 2 trailer on YouTube. There's a pretty exciting show hitting Apple TV+ this week. Roar is an anthology series based on a book of short stories by Cecilia Ahern, referred to as darkly comedic feminist fables. A press release on the series describes the show, saying spanning genres from magical realism to psychological horror, these 8 standalone stories feature ordinary women in some pretty extraordinary circumstances. In Roar, women eat photographs, date ducks, live on shelves like trophies, and yet their struggles are universal. And the cast is powerhouse, including Nicole Kidman, Cynthia Erivo, Alison Brie, and many, many more. Not sure how this happened, but I missed this press release on the show when it was posted a few weeks ago, so I missed the trailer as well. Kinda bummed. I would have been more excited for longer. The trailer is amazing. You can catch that now on YouTube. All 8 episodes of Roar hit Apple TV Plus tomorrow, Friday, the 15th of April. And finally today, props to some really big pictures of some really small things. Mac Rumors says Apple has announced the 10 top picks in its Shot on iPhone Macro Challenge. There's a strawberry, a mushroom, some sea glass, and I'm really not doing them justice. You can see the picks for yourself in Apple's newsroom or on other surfaces covered by Apple. Mac Rumors says the winning photos will be celebrated on Apple's website, Instagram account, and more. Apple has also said that winning photos may appear in the company's digital campaigns, such as in Apple stores or on billboards. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Notion, one workspace for your whole team. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.